All right, my watch list for Friday. I want to watch PSTR. This had a huge move on Tuesday. Came in a little bit on Wednesday and closed strong again today. So I like this long over 448. This one might challenge and break through 5. So I want to watch PSTR. Definitely a thinner stock, so you want to be careful with it. All right, JMEI tried to break out on Wednesday and quiet inside day on Thursday. I want to put this just on bounce watch. Meaning I'm looking, and on all of these, I'm looking for an intraday setup because I go to cash every night, so keep that in mind. But I want to watch JMEI for a potential. I call it a bounce play because you had a red day today. Looking for a potential long, again, based on intraday setup. CMCM seems like it needs to come in another day, but if it gets down near 21, near the 8 day, it might give an intraday reversal. I'd like to see another red candle and then maybe look for a bounce on Monday, but it might. Sometimes it's just you get the one red day and it's back up. This is super strong, so I want to watch CMCM for a possible bounce play on Friday. GBSN, huge move from 2 to almost 550, down like 5 days in a row. Seriously declining volume. This one might be ready. It's sitting at the 8 day. Might be ready for a bounce back up. Definitely going to be on a chart for me on Friday. EYS headed on bounce watch for today and no trade. It just didn't give any kind of setup. But you've got another red day. So you got this gap up on big volume and kind of a more narrow range on Thursday too. So this is a pretty good setup for a potential bounce on Friday. CNDO, I like this. I like it even more than we had it on watch for today, but it never gave a trade. And I like it even more now. You kind of had a quiet inside day. So I like this as a potential long at 419 with another potential catalyst over Wednesday's high at 426. So got a couple what we call stacked catalysts and then maybe through 440 and maybe off to the races. So I like the setup here in CNDO. If you want to write down a price, again, I would write down 419 as my first potential catalyst to get it going, and then I'd like to have a second number there too, 426 also. I'd like to have those catalysts written down. So that's CNDO. ROSG, looks like it ripped today and then closed in the middle of its range, but it was actually halted and then opened up here at 360, ripped, and then gave a lot of that back. But even so, I want to watch this tomorrow. It could give a potential long trade tomorrow after giving some of that back. So again, only with a proper intraday setup. IBIO, very nice pop today. Closed at its high, so I don't want to chase it, but maybe we get a small gap down or some initial selling tomorrow, and then a red to green setup. That's definitely a cheapie. I've never traded it before, but I think it's worth watching. BIND. Hold on one second. I actually added another one to my watch list too. Right before I made this video. So I'll throw that one in there in a second. All right, BIND gapped up on decent volume and then sold off the next day. That was Tuesday, the gap up, then a sell-off. But buyers came in Tuesday and Wednesday. So I really like this over Wednesday's high, like over 660. This one might be off to the races. So I want to watch BIND for that. A break of 660 is really interesting to me. And then let me go to that other one I just added, SYRX. 12.5 million shares on Tuesday, then a couple red days on declining volume in a row. Great setup here for a potential long, potential bounce play on Friday. That's SYRX. And then finally, I want to watch Gene. Got a nice pop today, but gave some of it back. We already had this on watch. Had a decent little trade in today. Didn't exactly rip for me, but still made money on it. And then maybe that one gets going on Friday. So that's the list. We'll also find some gappers to trade in the morning, but this is the list I'm starting with. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see everybody on Friday.